The man was slowly sinking into the swamp, but strangely, he did not panic. On the contrary, he calmly watched homuncuses perched on a nearby tree branch. Jason was gradually sinking into the mud, and it seemed that one of the mongooses had noticed his distress. The small creature slowly climbed down from the branch and approached him. But its tiny body was not enough to save Jason. As for the second mongoose, it did not give up and began gnawing at the branch with its sharp teeth. The branch slowly started to bend under the pressure, and Jason was waiting for the right moment. As soon as the branch lowered enough, he quickly grabbed it. However, the mongoose was pulling with great force, and the branch suddenly snapped back like a slingshot, causing the mongoose to fall directly into the swamp. The small animal began frantically clawing the mud, as if crying out to Jason for help. Ultimately, Jason managed to escape the swamp, but he was so utterly exhausted that even breathing became difficult for him. He sat on a nearby rock to rest for a few moments. Meanwhile, the mongoose that had fallen into the mud was trying to save itself, but its movements grew slower and slower until it sank completely into the swamp. When that happened, panic gripped the other mongoose on the tree, and it began screeching loudly as if trying to wake Jason up. Finally, Jason opened his eyes and remembered everything that had just occurred. Without wasting any time, he plunged his arm into the swamp and began searching desperately. There was no longer any movement, and a complete silence had fallen over the entire place. But Jason refused to give up. He kept searching time after time, and suddenly, he felt something. In the next moment, he pulled his arm back with all his strength, and the mongoose appeared, completely covered in mud. It was still alive, and although it was shivering uncontrollably, Jason had finally managed to save it.